to my channel, Andra Makes. Today I am super duper excited to share with you my collab with the wonderful Sara from Knotty Gnome Crafts, and she and I are sewing a vintage pattern. We left it at that. We didn't choose the decade. We didn't let each other know what we were sewing. Sara contacted me several months ago and asked if I would be interested in doing a collab where we both sewed a vintage pattern, and I said, sign me up. If you're familiar with my channel at all, you know I love sewing vintage patterns. I sew them quite often, and in fact my Make 9 2022 challenge for this year is to sew a pattern from each of the past 9 decades, starting from the 1940s all the way through the 2020s. And I will link a playlist in the description box. It has my plans video where I show each pattern from each decade that I'm going to be sewing, and I've already made a pattern from the 1940s, the 1950s, the 2000s to 2010s, and the 1980s, and I'm wearing the one from the 1980s right now. This is from 1981, and this was part of my Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge also. So I will link those videos in the description box. If you haven't seen them, they're lots of fun. Go check them out. And I absolutely love sewing vintage patterns. I sew them quite a lot, actually. If you're familiar with my channel, you already know that. But I don't do costumey vintage. For example, if I sewed a circle skirt from the 50s, I wouldn't wear it with bobby socks and saddle Oxfords and put a poodle on it and all that, you know what I mean? I think that most of the vintage garments, if not all, that I have sewn, you would never know they were vintage patterns. But some people do the costumey vintage. They rock it. It looks amazing on them. That's their jam. But it's just not what I do. And in fact, a lot of you have let me know in the comments that you love how I use a vintage pattern, but I use modern fabric, and you would never really know that it was a vintage pattern. But Sara is just getting into sewing vintage patterns, so I'm so delighted to do this collab with her, and I don't know what she made and she doesn't know what I made. So be sure and go check out her channel and subscribe. I will put a link to it in the description box as well. She is an amazing, not only sewist, but she also knits and she spins her own yarn. She is just amazing. I adore her, I admire her, and I also have an interview with her on my channel, and I will link that in the description box as well. But what I made is not part of my Make 9 2022 challenge because I needed something specific. I'm going to be going to an outdoor wedding the end of August here in the South, so I wanted to make something to wear to it. And I don't think that any of the patterns in my Make 9 22 challenge would work for what I need it for. So that's what I was looking for when I was going through my patterns. I wanted something chic but unique. And I think I found it. Let me know what you think. I actually made 2 patterns, and they're both from 1984. The first one I made is a jumpsuit, and it's McCall's 9104. And I made this version right here. It's cropped, and then it has the ties at the neck. And then I wanted some type of cover-up to go with it in case it were to get cool or start raining or something like that. You never know at an outdoor wedding. But for that, I chose Simplicity 7748, and it's from 1984 also, and it is this jacket. And as you can see, Simplicity had their version of a jumpsuit also in 1984, so I'm sure these were competing patterns. The differences are this one has pockets, which yes, absolutely I want pockets, and it's cropped, and then it has those neckties, and then it has the shorts versions as well. And then this pattern, it's not cropped and it doesn't have pockets, and then they have the shoulder ties that go actually across the shoulder instead of coming up at a V at the neck. And then this one also has the jacket. which I made that also. And I'm going to be showing you the garments on hangers close up, and then I'll insert pictures of me wearing them, and I will also try them on for you. And I wanted to show you the pattern piece. This only has 4 pattern pieces: the front, the back, the pockets, and the tie around the neck. And I want to show you the pattern piece. It's so cool. Here it is. It's the bodice and the leg, the whole thing is one pattern piece. And I am so impressed by this. See how this sticks out right here? Hope you could see that. That is the pocket extension. And here's the back pattern piece. It's basically the same. And then it has the pocket extension also. See where this comes out here and goes down and comes in right there? And I'm so impressed by that pocket extension piece because I think the purpose of it is to basically hide the pocket. When I show you the garment, you're going to see that you can't even see where the pocket is. It's so amazing, and I love that. I don't know why. I haven't run across that in modern patterns. If you have, let me know, but I absolutely love that detail. And going back to what I was looking for to wear to the wedding, I knew I wanted something unique but chic, and I went on to the Spoonflower website looking for fabric. Now, Spoonflower is normally out of my price range, but back in winter I entered a contest on Instagram, and it was run by Makerist.com, and the theme was Mommy and Me, and the challenge was to sew a Mommy and Me garment. So I entered, and here are the pictures. This is my beautiful mother and me, and I made us Mommy and Me outfits. So fun. And I will put the pattern numbers that I used across the bottom of the screen here. But if you'll notice the dress I'm wearing, I took the bodice of that dress and combined it with a Butterick joggers pattern, and I'll put the pattern number for it across the screen too, and made a jumpsuit. And I have a video about that on my channel, so check that out if you haven't seen it. I thought it was pretty cool. But anywho, we won. They gave out 3 prizes, and we were one of the winners, and the prize was 2 meters of fabric from Spoonflower. So that's why I went to the Spoonflower website looking for fabric to use for my jumpsuit. And has this ever happened to you? I logged on to the site, and on the very first page, maybe 3 fabrics down, I saw this fabric, and I'm like, that's it. That's perfect. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Chic and unique and perfect for end of summer, because the wedding is August 27th, and that's not far from Labor Day. So I thought this fabric would be perfect. And like I said, as soon as I saw it, I knew that was it. And I'm so thankful that it was on the first page, because Spoonflower has tons of different designs to choose from. And here's the fabric as I saw it on the website. And the designer, I'll put her name across the bottom of the screen, but she is not on Instagram. I contacted her and told her that I loved her design and asked if she had an Instagram handle, because I wanted to tag her when I post this, but she said she did it. But anyway, it is gorgeous. But notice the direction of the design in this picture, and I changed mine up, and here is my jumpsuit. Here it is. I love it so much. Like I said, the fabric was designed for the print to go horizontal, but I used it vertically because, number one, I didn't want to have to worry about stripe matching, and number two, I didn't want wide horizontal stripes going across my backside. So I like the vertical direction for this particular garment, and I think it looks so cool. And I'll let you see the whole thing. I just love the design, the colors. Perfect for starting to go into fall. And then here are the ties. And then let me show you how invisible the pockets are. Look at that. You can't even tell where they are. Let me show you if I can find them. There. Up there. They just disappear into the side of the garment. And I think that pocket extension is what attributes to that. And then it has elastic around the waistline and then elastic around the neckline. Step back a little bit so you can see it. And the legs taper slightly. They're a little wider at the thigh and knee, and then they taper just a little bit down to the ankle. And then the back. And then I want to show you another really nice design feature. But before I do that, I want to get a close-up. Let you see these beautiful colors. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And unusual, but not, you know, over the top. I just think the colors are stunning and unique and not something you see every day. Okay, back to the other design feature I wanted to show you. I turned it inside out, and here is the waistband, and you use bias binding, bias tape, and then your elastic is enclosed in that, and I love that. I just think it's so neat and such a nice touch. And I did make a self belt for mine just to bring in the volume some, and I think it dresses it up a little bit. And here's the belt I made. I just self-drafted it. But I did make it long enough where it wraps twice, and I think that is a more elevated look also. So that was my jumpsuit. Now here's the jacket. Here it is. I love it a lot. It has the dropped shoulder. There's the seam. And these wider sleeves. And there's the back. And then it has these really pretty ties in the front, as you can see there. And I want to let you know that being lazy does pay off sometimes, because to finish the jacket they wanted you to do a double fold hem all the way around, which in and of itself isn't too bad, except when you consider the ties where they have that point at the end. There's no way I wanted to do that with a double fold hem, and my first inclination was to do bias binding, but I didn't have any and I was too lazy to go get some. So I thought I'm going to do a rolled hem, and I am so glad I did, because I think it is beautiful. And I'll get up close in a minute and let you see it. But I had some scrap fabric, so I played around, you know, with the settings and all that until I got it just right. And like I said, I think it is a beautiful, elevated touch. Let me know what you think. Can you see the rolled hem there? I hope you can see it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful and elevates this. And here it is along the tie. I just think it's so pretty. And then here it is around the bottom. But I think that rolled hem looks gorgeous. Let me know what you think. And if I need to wear the jacket with the jumpsuit, I will take the belt off the jumpsuit, because these ties here on the jacket and then the belt around the jumpsuit, that would just be too much. But I absolutely love this jacket, and I will be able to wear it with so many things. Oh, and I think I forgot to say, the fabrication that I chose from Spoonflower is cotton lawn, which I think is perfect for an outdoor wedding in the South, the end of August. Nice and cool and breathable. So I'm going to go try this on for you, but in the meantime, here are some pictures of me wearing it. For you, I'm going to step up on the step so you can see the entire thing. here it is. Fabulous pockets, super comfy, and here's the back. And as you can see, there's the belt, which I have wrapped around twice, which I really like. I think that gives it kicks it up a notch. And now I'm going to put the jacket on with it, but I'm going to take the belt off because I think the tie in the front and the belt is a little much. So now I'm going to put the jacket on for you. Okay, here it is with the jacket. I love this jacket so much, and I'm going to get so much use out of it. I can wear it with tons and tons of things, and I'll also have it with me at the wedding in case it were to get cool or something like that. But let me step back so you can see with the jacket. Love the sleeves, and now I'll get up on the steps so you can see the entire thing. Here it is. And I took the belt off the jumpsuit because, like I said, with the tie, I think that's plenty. And here's the back. So pleased with it. So let me know what you think about my outfit that I made to go to a wedding the end of August using vintage patterns. And also don't forget to go check out Sarah's video. I cannot wait to see what she came up with. I know it's going to be fabulous. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.